the halfway up and back down letter family, also maybe called the N family. All of these letters are based on an N. Let's see what we've got in the N family. Well, first of all, we have N. So we start at the bottom, we swoop up halfway. Notice straight away how different N is from the C family. So different. There's no 2 o'clock going on here at all. Start at the bottom, swoop up halfway. Halfway between what? Well, halfway between what a full letter would be. Our reference for a full size is going to be your capital at all times. So your capital, which has got a line at the bottom and then a line at the top, perhaps. It's halfway up that height of your capital letter. So start at the bottom, swoop up halfway, back down, and then over and end and get ready for the next letter. Start at the bottom, swoop up halfway, back down, over, and get ready for the next letter. This back down and over is really important. If we do this, we've still made an N, but we've not formed it. We have formed it, but we've not formed it in that way that's going to be consistent with everything else. It doesn't look quite right. It looks somewhat childish, and we're not getting ready for the next letter. And what do we do when we... one problem with this is, let's say we're writing a word and we're writing can or something like that, and we start there and we go over like that. It starts to look like it could be an S, doesn't it? Some people write an S. Like this, so it could be an S. So this little detail of this little embellishment here and this embellishment there helps us differentiate that from an S. So it is important. So let's get the N right every time. Start on the line, go up halfway, back down and over, and get ready for the next letter. All right. What about other letters in the N family? Well, the obvious one is M. M is exactly the same as an N. You start at the bottom, you go up halfway, straight back down, and then you go over. But instead of getting ready for the next letter, you simply go over again. In some schemes, we might call this like a mountain. You're going over a mountain twice. So that's our M. We've got an N. What else do we have in the N family, or the halfway up, straight back down family? We have an R. Halfway up, straight back down. It's the same, isn't it? But then you stop at the top here, get ready for the next letter at the top. R is a special case, a bit like O and W and X, and is there another one where you stop at the top to get ready for the next letter? You don't come back down again. So we've got N, we've got M, we've got R, we've got N, we've got M, we've got R. Notice I'm not doing those neatly, I'm just doing them with a letter formation. They're not on the line or anything, but you can see it's a form, it's going to help. What else do we have? We have U, yes, U. Starts at the bottom, go up halfway, straight back down, but then we do have a little curve, so it's slightly different. And we come back under. Where are we going to stop with U? We're going to stop at the bottom, get ready for the next letter. It's almost symmetrical, isn't it? It's almost symmetrical. And what else do we have in the N family, or the halfway up, straight back down family? We have a Y, which is almost exactly the same as a U, isn't it? We go up halfway, we come back down with a little curve, we come up this way, but instead of getting ready for the next letter, we're going to go under the line halfway, we're going to curve up, just like we did with the G, and we're going to flick. But this is why, if we just practice descenders are those letters that go under the line, like G and Y and P. If we associate those together, we're actually struggling a little bit, because whilst Y and P have some similarity, because you start at the bottom and swoop up and go halfway and come back down, they're completely different from G, which is in the 2 o'clock family, which is why I advocate and recommend for grouping them together by how you start, not by what the finished product looks like. I think that's helpful for a lot of children. So we do have Y as well. Start up, go under, think about it being like a U, and then come under, get ready for the next letter. Now, when we get ready for the next letter, what we're basically doing is bringing our pen back to the line, ready to swoop up again. For most letters, other than for you, that's what we need. So we've got Y in this family as well. What else do we have? Well, we've also got, this might surprise you, I don't know, maybe it won't. Start at the bottom, swoop up halfway, straight back down, let go, get ready for the next letter. What is it? It's an I. Why have I not dotted the I yet? Because I need to think, is this the end of a word? It's probably not in English. There are very few English words that end in an I. So I need to be coming back later to do my dot, don't I? Let's put that in context. Let's write the word. What should we write? Fish. Okay. So we're fish. We're starting with the 2 o'clock, straight up to 2 o'clock, up and over. Here we go. We're going to get ready for the next letter. The next letter is an I. So I'm going up halfway, straight back down. I've got an S, which is an up and over to 2 o'clock. And then I'm going to slither down the snake, get ready for my next letter, which is an H. We've not looked at H yet, but we will do soon. That's straight up. It's in the L family and straight back down and over. That is not neat, but is it formed well? It is. There is formation. Once I get here, I can dot my I. Okay, good. So that's an I. That's also in that family. Now, there are 2 other letters that I would say are very closely related to this family, but they're slightly different. They are called the slightly different halfway up and back down letters. But I'll talk about those in the next video.